Live in the present, not as someone running away from the past, but as someone who creates the future. Everything you plant will return to you. Life is not long enough to try everything, nor is it short enough to regret everything, but it is generous to those who appreciate it. Life is like the moon. It is not always complete, but it never stops turning. Darkness does not cancel out the light, just as light does not cancel out darkness. Every experience, no matter how harsh, is a stone in building your maturity. Do not despair, for happiness is not bought, but created from contentment. What is meant for you will not be taken by others. Just wait for it with a satisfied heart. Courtesy defeats rudeness. Humility breaks arrogance. Respect precedes love. Honesty crushes lies. Do good, and forget where you placed it. It will return to you from where you least expect. Be the reason for a smile, do not regret doing good, even if greeted with indifference. The lesson is not in the number of years, but in their heartbeat. Do not look back too much, for closed doors are not opened by looking, but by the next step. Minds are gifts. Knowledge is an asset. Advice is a treasure. He who rejects it gets lost even in open spaces. Life does not explain itself, but it whispers its lessons to those who listen. Be a master of yourself, not a slave to the voices of others, for the opinion you hold about yourself is the compass, and whoever does not trust themselves cannot be trusted with anyone else's confidence. The diligent are marginalized, then mocked, then fought against, and finally immortalized. Success is not born from repetition, but from one question: why? Opportunities do not come without effort except in dreams. Do not dwell on envy, nor nurture hatred, for a kind heart does not wish harm even upon those who hurt it. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And anger, be like silence. Do not make a decision while you are blazing, for a calm voice breaks through walls, while shouting rebounds upon its owner. The optimist sees a seed in the rock, while the pessimist sees thorns in the rose. The first builds the airplane, the second prepares the parachute. He who strives, finds. He who plants, harvests. The most delicious food comes after hunger, and the sweetest water after thirst. The first shock does not kill, but awakens the great mind. Sustenance is not sought from humans, but gifted from heaven, and what is written for you will come to you. Even if the beginning is delayed, God does not forget those who turn to Him sincerely. Your circle is not walls that protect you from alienation, but a garden where inspiration grows. Wounds do not heal in a toxic environment. People are walking mirrors. They do not reflect you but reflect what is within them. So read them as you read yourself in a moment of honesty. Some people are golden keys. Honesty is a sieve that keeps only the precious. Do not chase after those you love, but hold on to those who love you. Life is a circle, not a straight line, and true friends are like bowling balls, returning after every bounce. People driven by self-interest are like billiard balls, scattering at the first strike. Discipline is not a restriction, but an inner dialogue between a fleeting desire and a lasting dream. Perfection is a mirage that chases the good until it disappears. You are not what you intend, but what you silently repeat every day. Beware of being like a ship without a sail, moving but without direction. Give your dreams a compass and give your actions their value. In relationships, be like the sun, giving warmth without expecting anything in return. In work, be like the bee, working in silence and producing honey. Do not be like the bird that sings in its cage, forgetting its freedom. True freedom is living according to your principles, not according to the expectations of others. Life is a raging sea, and hope is the anchor of the successful. Willpower is the sail of warriors, and patience is the weapon of the victorious. Learn from water, gentleness in interaction and strength in flow. Learn from fire, warmth in giving and light in darkness. Do not be like the dry branch that breaks at the first storm. Rather, be like the last branch on the tree, enduring the winter and returning in the spring. The heart is like a garden. What you plant, you will harvest. So plant love, and you will harvest happiness. Plant generosity, and you will harvest gratitude. The mind is like a lamp. It needs the fuel of knowledge to shine. And the soul is like a rose. It needs the water of love to bloom. Do not search for happiness in distant places, for it is often hidden in the simplest things. The wise person learns from the mistakes of others, and the fool repeats his mistakes over and over. In life, there are many stations, some for rest and some for testing. So be prepared for all stations, and know that each station teaches you something. Do not be like a river that flows aimlessly, but be like the sea that gathers goodness and distributes it to the shores. Humility is the crown of the great, pride is the mask of the weak, wisdom is the treasure of the pious, and ignorance is the trap of the foolish. Learn from the past, but do not dwell in it, and work for the present, but do not forget the future. 3 types of people you should not trust. The coward, when entrusted with a task, is like a leaky ship in a stormy sea, fears his own shadow, and retreats at the first storm. He will sell you in the market of fears for the cheapest price. The miser, when you seek his help, calculates every penny as if it were all he owns. He locks his treasures in an iron cage and takes the key with him to his grave. And the liar, when his story is believed, he is like a mirage in the desert of illusion. He builds you castles of illusions and destroys them with a word, hiding the truth under quicksands of lies. And the wisdom in that. The coward betrays you when you need him. The miser lets you down when you ask him. The liar deceives you when you trust him. Beware of them as you would beware of embers under the ashes. The coward weakens in crucial moments. The miser wastes opportunities. And the liar destroys blessings. Be brave as a lion in the arena of truth. Generous as clouds in the sky of giving. Honest as a mirror in its clarity. For courage creates miracles. Generosity builds palaces from affection. And honesty bequeaths trust and security. This life is a passing station, so make it full of good deeds, and kind hearts, and beautiful memories. For if the days pass and go, the deeds remain as witnesses to a good crossing, and the impact remains as evidence of the beauty of the journey.